And a very good morning to you, Party Marty Mitchell on Thunder 106, 811, our special guest in the Miller Lite Studios. Glen Templeton, good morning, Glen.
Good morning.
All right, you got another tune from your brand new CD. Now, before we jump ahead to another song on there, a little background on Glen Templeton. Of course, we play his music here. I Could Be the One. You know that song very well. He was here about 10 months ago performing for us. And how did you start to become a country singer? What made you want to do it? Was it something you were born with, or...?
Well, you know, I grew up in a little small town right outside of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's a town of about 500 people. And music was always a big part of our family. And my dad, he played in gospel quartets and was also a singer. And when he got back from Vietnam, he started playing local clubs just there around my hometown. And actually had a song back in the 70s that charted and did pretty well. And just ever since then, we used to pick on the back porch, and it was just a really, it was just a part of our lives.
Yeah.
And so I graduated high school and started playing little local clubs around my hometown there, just doing acoustic things and open mic nights, and ran into a lady one day. She said, "Glenn, listen, if you'd take the chance on moving to Nashville," she said, "I'll help you until you can get on your feet."
Wow.
And so I moved into town about 9 years ago, and ever since then, I've just been growing, and my career's been progressively getting better. And I've always just had a window of opportunity there in front of me, and so I'm just really fortunate.
And it's great because you had someone who believed in you enough to say, "Come on, just if you're willing to give it up and move to Nashville, I'll back you."
Absolutely, and it's been step by step.
Wow.
It's just everything happens in increments, and it's a long road, but I know it's a long road because there's this certain line that you're always up against all the time, because there's a certain line between being persistent and also being a pest, and you don't want to run people off. You want them to come to you and be able to be open to any ideas. And I just really felt like that I was going to be able to stay in town for a long time until something really broke for us, like it did last year in July, and I signed with a new record label, and I've been writing with people like Doug Johnson and Kim Williams, and but everything really started out just in a really small town, just a small community, and just the love of country music. I was like a moth to the flame.
It's not only the fact that you love what you do, but you appreciate where you are now because you've worked so hard to get there. You've dreamed of where you've become. One day you're on stage and you got all these fans cheering on. Hey, you introduce Glen Templeton, they go crazy. And you're like, wow, the dream is coming true.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. I've done everything. When I was in school, I was running heavy equipment. I worked on cars, and I'm an old hot rod head, and I loved like old vehicles and vintage vehicles and restoring and building engines, and I just had so many hobbies, and I was in between jobs at one time, and music was just kind of, it was just kind of paying the bills for me, and I just never wanted to go back to a day job, and got approached by somebody who said, "I'll help you just stay a musician for the rest of your life." And so here I am with you today, man. Second single coming out, and just really, really, really proud of my new label. And I got band guys asleep on the bus back up now. I hope they're hearing all of this. But you know what? I've got great guys to run down the road with, and I've always been really, really fortunate to be within the arms of good company who've always had my career best interest at heart.
Well, it's great to have people who believe in you, who back you, but also you have the passion for it. And
absolutely.
That's so important. I see you on stage, and when you're up there, I mean, you give it you don't leave a thing. You leave it all on the stage.
Absolutely.
There's not one ounce of you that you leave that stage and you're like, oh, I could have given a little bit more, because I've seen you many times. And you have another song that hopefully when you come back to New Jersey and put on a show for us, once we set something up, that you'll be debuting with your brand new CD. But
absolutely.
No one's heard this one yet unless you've seen him perform some shows. So what song is lined up next?
That's right. It's a song called Devil in the Mirror. And it's a little bit more of the darker side of the album, but it is reality. And I think there's a place for songs like this out there. It's not the happy ending song, but it is reality.
Right.
And we all live with it every day. And it's one that I kind of hold near and dear to my heart, but it's a song called Devil in the Mirror, and I'll play it for you.
All right, Glen Templeton in Miller Lite Studios, Rocking Country, Thunder 106, 8:15. Good morning.
Woke up this morning, two blue bloodshot eyes, the reflection of a man who fell from paradise. Hell ain't just a place you go, it's a state of mind. The devil's in the man, not the women and the wine. And I can see him in the mirror and he looks a lot like me. And I can hear him whisper, son, I've got just what you need. With my 20/20 hindsight, couldn't be no clearer. The biggest fight in this old life is the devil in the mirror. Takes a lot of falling for a man to get this low. I can't help but wonder if there's a bottom to this hole. I was born innocent, pure as the morning dew, but I've heard it said the devil was once an angel too. I can see him in the mirror and he looks a lot like me. And I can hear him whisper, son, got just what you need. With my 20/20 hindsight, couldn't be no clearer. The biggest fight in this old life is the devil in the mirror. Lord knows I can't outrun him, but I can't keep up this pace. And I think it's time I met him face to face. Well, I could see him in the mirror and he looked a lot like me. And I could hear him whisper, son, I've got just what you need. With my 20/20 hindsight, couldn't be no clearer. Cause the biggest fight in this old life is the devil in the mirror. Thank you.
I give you a lot of credit after doing a show last night in Connecticut. 3 hours
I'm pushing,
straight.
man.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you very much.
And, Devil in the Mirror, it's on the brand new CD that'll be out in the springtime.
Yes, sir.
All right, Glen Templeton, our special guest in the Middle Light Studios, and I cannot wait to hear you have one more lined up for us.
Yes, we do.
And then maybe do a hit song that our Thunder Nation is familiar with?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I can't wait.
I like it. And by the way, you can do as many as you like.
Yep, man. I'm gonna be here until you leave. You'll have to run me off, Marty.
You're gonna hang out till 10 then?
You're gonna have to run me off.
Okay, I like it. All right. Great. Glen Templeton, our special guest on Thunder 106, and we're going to come back, and Glen's going to actually do a contest with us that we have lined up. Dashboard DJ of the Day sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll do the Dashboard DJ of the Day, your chance to actually be on the radio and talk to Glen, too, at the same time. How's that sound?
I'm good for it.
You like it?
I'm good for it. I love the company.
All right, you heard it. Sunshine today, going up to 45, mixing with the clouds, maybe a rain later on today, to tonight, to tomorrow. Here's one of the guys that a lot of people say you sound like him in new music. It's Kenny Chesney in Reality. His latest on Rocky Country, Thunder 106. Thunder 106.3, 106.5, and Reality. It's Kenny Chesney's latest on Thunder 106. There's a guy who's going to go places.
Yeah, someday. Someday he's going to have something go on for
He
him.
has a lot of potential. Glen Templeton, of course, Kenny, I think doesn't really need our help to say that. I think he's doing okay on his own.
But I'm sure it still feels good to hear that, though. No matter where you are in any type of career, it always feels good to know that people are still out there supporting and believers, and they really believe what you're doing and they love your music.
That's right. And like your music, we have Glen Templeton in the studio, Miller Lite Studios. Thank you to Panera Bread for supplying delicious breakfast and coffee.
And coffee.
For someone a 3-hour sleep.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's done me wonders this morning.
And we were talking about one of your songs, Sing That Song Again, that we played earlier, that you'll do again maybe a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
And Sing That Song Again had some similarities to Kenny's sound, his inflections in his voice that you have as well.
This is the first time I've heard about that.
Really?
But I'll tell you, that's honored me. I mean, it really is to be even put in the category with somebody like Chesney, who's had such a huge career and who's been kind of that. He's been an inspiration for me in many ways, and just to think that I'm can even be considered, it even sounded anything like him. That's really an honor.
Well, I'm glad I could say something.
Yeah, I'm glad you did that. All of you hundreds of thousands of people heard it.
Not only that, but postings on our Facebook page too. Listeners calling in saying, "Wow, he's got that great sound." And of course, Glen Templeton. We've played Glen's music plenty of times here. I Could Be the One, his big hit, which we'll do in a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, we mentioned Kenny Chesney. Another guy that you're friends with, that you've worked with before, is Casey James from American Idol.
Yes, sir. I played a show with Casey James down in Knoxville, Tennessee, at a local radio station there, and we done a benefit for Keith Burns' daughter of Burns and Poe.
Right, and formerly of Trick Pony.
Yes, a former member of Trick Pony, and Casey was the headliner there, and what a remarkable talent. He's a really talented guy, and was really just open armed to his fans and everything. So my hat's off to him, and I wish him the best in his career also, because it's a long road, and as he well knows, but he's got a lot of potential and a good future ahead of him.
You know what? I tell you what, since you're a big fan of Casey James, you're friends with him, mention my name tonight, you'll get in free at his performance.
How about that?
It's free anyway.
How about that?
They'll charge you. Party Marty? That'll be $10. Now, join us tonight. I'll be there, and feel free, Glenn, if you're around town, if you're still in town, Bud Light tonight, and the Thunder Road crew will be on hand for the big Thunder Road concert series tonight. Jack and Mike's Brick House, Bar and Grill, Cedar Bridge Avenue in Brick, Bud Light specials, great Thunder 106 prizes, and a live performance from Season 9 American Idol finalist Casey James and special guest Liv Divine. So it's going to be a fun time tonight.
And a great show.
You know what? A lot of times we have this during the middle of the week. So it's on a Friday night. Maybe you can sleep in tomorrow. You're off for a few days too, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Maybe we can stop in there.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
I'm going to say your name and get in free.
Yeah.
Is that right? That's right.
Mention Party Marty, you get it for free. You get it free anyway. So we'll see you tonight. Again, it starts at about 6 o'clock. We're going to start the live broadcast, Liv Divine, and then Casey James of American Idol fame. We're so excited about that.
It's going to be awesome.
8:26. And your dashboard DJ of the day with Glen Templeton and Party Marty coming your way in just a few right here on Thunder 106.